And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They start the drive with Vaughn. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is
and he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Commanders need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just stuck out there. And they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Tua going to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. But it's going to be 2nd down. But you look at this defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Throw caught by Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, 34 yards. And the Dolphins are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Two are going to try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
He certainly is, and if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And now they'll shift things around. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
Here we go.
Up the middle, it's Vaughn. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Daniels looking to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go play action. Daniels. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Daniels going to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. You talk about this Washington defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question that.
He's got a man, complete. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Darren Waller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. They'll look to throw. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Sitting at first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line.
Cougar 19.
Now Daniels. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards on the counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing now is Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Down man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
First down, Washington.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Vaughn on 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To the air goes Daniels. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Force the ball free and second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Here's Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jaden Daniels, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. Moody good with the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week though coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again. I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Pushing his way through. And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
44-yard line.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Running behind center with Vaughn. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Start. Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 60 Bobcat. 60.
To throw is Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Daniels. He'll try and do this himself. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
But it brings up 4th down.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
And the Commanders' first down.
Play action, now it's Daniels. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try to do this himself. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Well, how about this? They'll change it at the line. On 4th down, here's Daniels. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A Miami 1st down on a 14-yard pickup.
At the 50-yard line.
Achane gets it from the gun. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
To the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Achane. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard.
Here's Tua. And that is incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Vaughn on the handoff. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Daniels. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk, Bronco 80. Ready?
2nd and 4. Now that is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jaden Daniels, a 3-yard touchdown run. And Washington has taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14.
21. Dolphins 14.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Found a little room there as he's out to about the 37. Well, they need 2. Here's 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 48 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. Powering his way forward. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Happening on the return as we'll get this to about the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Off the play fake, Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they have really gotten after him in this first half. He's been on the run throughout. And you can imagine he just might have some words for his linemen come halftime.
Here's a handoff to Vaughn. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, a run with Vaughn. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the 60, at the 60. Here we go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. The Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
19, 65, 79 gross.
Off play action. Daniels. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jalen Lane, 32 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Let's go now.
Washington will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Hot 70.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Go.
And he is going to come up empty here as they stop him short of the goal line. And this will remain a one-score game as the lead holds at 7. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animating.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
17 yards. And the Dolphins first down. First and 10.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
2 on a throw again. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Brings up the third down.
Looking to pass. Tua. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2.
The Dolphins are lining up.
Tua going to try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
The score, Commanders 27, Dolphins 26.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Washington takes over first and 10. At their own
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up first and 10. Daniels looking to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. That is caught. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Daniels. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Out of the gun, it's a good DeVoe. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes.
Well, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no...
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. And it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9.
Dolphins 26.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's go.
Throwing now is Daniels. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
It's second down and goal.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Now Daniels. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Man, he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Jake Moody on for the field goal.
And his kick here is good.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Third down and 9.
Tua sets up to pass it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Achane on first and 10.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
From the 38 now. Here's second down and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
He's known for his legs and his fancy footwork, but he's not getting much of a chance to use it here. The defense continued to hold the upper hand by bringing him down on that play.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead, and they're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
Seven Pirates. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
And he lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines. Tackle him. Second guy in, tackle the ball.
Now second and 9.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a third down and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Couple of Alabama guys here. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first.
Back to throw. Complete to Washington. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
That's another Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And this is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Up the middle, Achane.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run, Achane.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right at
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Commanders' 7-yard line.
Get right here.
Achane here. They stay on the ground.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 and now, third and goal. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill from 8 yards out.
And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Commanders 38, Dolphins 32.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Yeah, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
To throw is Daniels. Here's Freiermuth again.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A run with Vaughn out of the gun.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Here's Daniels. That's caught downfield. It's Lane.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
60 average. 60 average. Ready.
To the air goes Daniels. This one swung out to Vaughn.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 9 at the Dolphins' 33-yard line.
This is Vaughn.
Down to 30 after a gain of 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Operating from the gun, Daniels.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Pat Freiermuth
From 3 yards out.
And the Commanders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Line up for the 2-point conversion.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And the option play works on the 2-point try. What'd you think of the call?
I like the call. What you're worried about, though, is if the defense blitzes the play. And if they do, what your answer is? The option. Why? If they blitz it, the quarterback has a chance to get rid of it to a trailing back. That one worked pretty well there.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Here's Tua. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
The Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
This one thrown underneath to Achane.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Looking to pass. Tua.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
At the 16-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. That one complete to Hill. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Tua to throw again.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
All right.
Tua going to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
It's
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
This makes the score. Commanders 46, Dolphins 38.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Yards to go.
Play action, now it's Daniels. That is caught. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Let's go now.
They'll run here with Vaughn. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Here we go.
Staying on the ground with Vaughn. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Come on. 19, 18.
Daniels looking to throw. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now Daniels. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. On the run is Vaughn. And he takes it in. Touchdown Commanders. Deuce Vaughn, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. This is first and 10. Tua. And the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there dropping for a loss. Throwing Tua. He's got a man, complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Malik Washington, 85 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for two so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for it. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they've gotten 2 for 2.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Lane. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Jalen Lane, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Commanders are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. And now an audible here into something else. Falstaff's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
From 5 yards further back, the extra point up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Tua. He's got it complete to Waddle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now Tua. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Here's Tua. Throw caught by Achane. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Tagovailoa.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Okay, ready?
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. That's going to be caught downfield by Miller.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Commanders first down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense